with the theme of Yoga for One Earth, One Health. It is an honor to have you all join us to explore the benefits and practices of yoga. Yoga is a journey that combines physical postures, breathing techniques, and meditation to promote overall well-being. Today, we'll delve into the world of yoga, exploring its benefits, practices, and applications. I request Dr. Annapurna Madam, President, Gulburga Obstetric and Gynecological Society, to address the gathering.
Good morning, all beautiful ladies. So early birds are seen here. I heartily, with full heart, I welcome all of you to join this session. To celebrate this occasion today, we have with us our chief guest, Raj Yoga Guru, Sri Avinash Vankarji, who is a renowned inspirational disclosure and yoga session. We welcome you, sir, to this gathering. Also welcoming Dr. Varsha Baste, ma'am, Foxy Vice President, West Zone 25-26, as guest of honor. We welcome
I think the phone is hanging.
arrange all this session. And without you people, it would not have been possible. I welcome one and all for this session.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Let's take a breath, relax, and get ready to embark on this yoga journey together. May this webinar inspire, educate, and empower you to cultivate a deeper connection with your body, mind, and spirit. Without further ado, let's get started. We shall start this event with an invocation song. Arun? Mr. Arun?
No, it is there. It is there here also.
योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोतं प्रवरं मुनीना पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिं रानतोऽस्मि.
Thank you. I welcome the guest of honor, Dr. Varsha Baste, ma'am, to today's event, and request Dr. Meeta, our organizing secretary of GOGS, to introduce Dr. Baste, ma'am, to the crowd.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome, Dr. Varsha Baste, ma'am. She is a practicing gynecologist and infertility specialist in Nashik since 30 years. She is director of Baste Maternity Hospital and Pushpa Fertility Center. She is the Foxy Vice President, West Zone 2025 and 26. She has the credit of first ICSI baby, PGD baby in North Maharashtra in 2003. She's been the past president, OBG Society Nashik 2014. She's been the chairperson of Foxy. She has won the prestigious Anandibai Joshi Award.
It's okay, beta. It's okay. Thank you.
We are glad to have you, ma'am.
Yeah. Namaste. Gulburga OBG Society and all the fellow Raj Yogis who have joined online. This is a hybrid conclave, I will say. I'm really happy and honored to be here as a guest of honor of this important session arranged by Gulburga OBG Society, Dr. Meeta and our secretary and Dr. Rajadri Paldi. Everybody, I'm really grateful and thankful for you to giving me this opportunity of gracing this occasion as a guest of honor. What should I say about Raj Yoga? There are many yogas, Kriya Yoga, Hatha Yoga, we say Jnana Yoga, all other yogas. But Raj Yoga is culmination of all, the Arka bolte na, essence of everything. And it will not only elevate your physical status, but also the mental, spiritual status, and you go into a higher level of status, how to live life. The lifestyle is very important, but it will give us a guideline how to live our life in grace, with great standard. We have to elevate ourselves, our standard, mental standard, physical, and all standards. And Raj Yoga helps us for achieving that. We have found Dr. Avinash ji, our yoga guru, Raj Yogi, Avinash Venkar Guruji, during COVID times. And when I started with him, I realized it is such a divine and such a precious knowledge that it should not be restricted. It should be open to everybody who. But only thing is, Rajog is not for everybody. Even if it is for everybody, only few of us can get interested and align with it. So Rajogi Avinash started classes, and we, as a Foxy chairperson, I introduced it into Foxy, and Foxians loved it because they are educated people, great souls, and they really seek spirituality also. So more than hundreds of Foxians got aligned with Rajog, and now we have started classes because he used to take every Saturday one class, but now Rajog is such an important thing for many Foxians that they requested to start the classes. So thrice a week we are conducting classes. They are conducted by Rajogi Avinaji Venkar. Also AMC classes. I have seen my daughter has benefited when during her pregnancy, and he really helped her, guided her for smooth sailing of her antenatal and postnatal period. So I think you have to experience Rajog. Not only it's not like physical exercises, but mental exercises, peace of the mind, and achieving meditational status and mindfulness and blissfulness and samasthiti, what he says, is very, very important in life to tackle the stresses we come across every day. So I really am blessed, and my
There's a delay.
colleagues, they are also there. I would like you all to attend and have the benefit of Rajog and glimpses of Rajog. Thank you for having me here. Then
Thank you, ma'am,
Thank you.
for your kind words. Now we shall move on to the most inspiring part of the event. I request Dr. Prashri Paladin, ma'am, to introduce Guruji to our participants and start with the session. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Aparna. My pranams to all gathered on this beautiful Sunday morning. It's indeed a pleasure and honor and privilege for me to introduce our respected Guruji, Sri Avinash Vankarji, who is a Raj Yogi. One strong-willed person silently making history by creating great impact in many lives. In fact, every life that comes across him changes for good and forever. He's creating a yoga revolution by reviving an ancient yoga technique with his Raj Yoga, the highest form of yoga that we all accept. It's for his scientific and technical approach. He is being followed by the elite, by the doctors, by the scientists and entrepreneurs, not only in India, but also across the world. His yoga and fitness experience dates back even before his schooling started, when his father taught him yoga and also made him a life member of the Talim, which is the traditional gym. Don't get defied by his simple yogic looks. He's a very successful entrepreneur who has a very strong passion towards nature, the animals, the well-being and the welfare of the animals, which adds to its versatile personality. And you would also be surprised to know that Guruji always caters to the animals in the wild, and he's been sheltering many of the pet animals and tendering them like a mother to all the requirements. And we have seen how he has catered to the birds, to the cats, to the dogs, to the stray animals, etc. And they just stick on to him like their mother. Is the slideshow playing? Yeah. These are the
Yes, ma'am.
glimpses of his attachment to the animals in the wild and in the nature. Not only the pets, it's even the fierce ones that he can tend to. And herein you can see the motherly affection of Guruji catering to his cat. Just as Varsha madam says, he not only gives antenatal classes to the mothers, but also to the animals. And herein he's tending to the cat who was in labor. He has a very simple way of life and sticks on to very basic lifestyle. And just as the hut which is displayed, he chooses to live in such modest infrastructures wherever he travels, and he travels extensively. And we are learning so much from the hard work and from the requirements and the basics of life that we get to aspire and absorb from his way of life. You would be surprised to know that he's a renowned Zumba and fitness teacher, and he can motivate anybody to tap their feet and sway for the music. As Varsha madam said, he has served as the official guru of the International Academic Exchange Committee, and for the past 5 years, or more than 5 years now, not a single class has been missed. In fact, sometimes jokingly, he says that maybe you doctors take rest and leave, but to record, to date, we all know that the Rajyogis, that not a single class has been skipped or missed or avoided by Guruji, although he's in travels and even in the different time zones. But he makes it a point that 7 o'clock in the morning, we are all there to attend the Rajyog classes from be it midnight or mid-morning or whatever the time zone is. So there was a very important life-changing or events which took place in his life that it pushed him to switch on his enterprising career and choose the life of being a Rajyogi, that he missed near fatal accidents in his life and then realigned himself for his purpose or goal of life, and has been extensively now doing Rajyog sessions and classes online, offline, and also many events wherein there are gatherings and where there are retreats conducted and physical events. And we have all benefited from the sessions which are conducted by Rajyogi, Guruji. He says that Rajyog and yoga, as many know, is only part of Rajyog. Yoga is only a part of the Rajyog. And we see that our life is greatly elevated by increasing our awareness, by increasing our appreciation, by increasing our mindfulness, and also the quality of life, and grooming a very elite and academic and a very ethical practice has been the mantra of Guruji. And all of those who have been following his sessions would agree with me that our quality of life has greatly enhanced. And like his tagline says, the famous tagline, yoga for health and happiness, has really become a lifestyle for many of his followers now across the world. It's indeed an honor, it's indeed a pleasure, and it's indeed a pride that Guruji has agreed to address the Gulburga OBGYN Association as a special session today, Sunday morning being a lazy day for most of us, and we have a holiday on Sunday actually in the Rajyog sessions as well. But sir, we are very thankful that you have chosen, you have accepted our invitation, and you are imparting the skills that you have learned over your experience, and you're giving us a direct information of your life experiences and skill. Thank you so much. And I invite you all to experience and join the magic of Rajyog by linking the Vedic knowledge to the modern day living, which is backed by the simple and latest scientific research with deep spirituality, which is the lesson conveyed in each and every class. Sir has been very, very adventurous in his life, and yet chose to live a very simple and a humble life. We have seen the humbleness of his lifestyle, and his entire belongings would just come in a backpack. And that is all he says, that all that you need is a very minimalistic living. And in fact, he's guiding us to lead a life of abundance, but with minimalistic belongings. Thank you so much for the patient hearing. And I welcome you all to enjoy the session by our dear Rajyogi Guruji, Avinash Wankarji. I now request Yogita to please offer honor on our behalf of the Gulburga OBGYN Society to do the tilak and the Vastra Samarpan to Guruji. Over to you, Yogita. Can we see Yogita on the screen?
Yes. Just a minute.
No, not yet.
Thank you so much, Yogita. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Yogita ji.
ये सब चल रहा था.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for accepting.
Um, okay. You see, we are in tune with technology.
Over to you, Guruji.
That's it. Welcome everyone, and thanks for such kind words. Thank you, Varsha. The least spoken about is Dr. Rajeshri herself, but that's how it is. The Sutradhar in all our day-to-day activities, Brahma chooses to be behind the scene. So much said about yoga. Before we start, sound okay? Everything?
Ji.
Yes, sir.
Do I have my superpowers to mute all? Okay. So first, let's get clear about the concept of yoga. Raj Yoga and all, okay, we'll get to it. But first, what is yoga? What is your anticipation of yoga? Yoga is many things. Thousands of books about yoga. What is your understanding of yoga? It has to be cleared. Mostly when you think about yoga, simultaneously in the background, you are thinking exercise. Exercise is when you're not living a life properly, then you need that extra exercise. So why not tune the life such that your every action becomes pro fitness? Because you're designed for fitness. Every night you sleep, you wake up a little healthier, little better. First of all, notice it is yoga, not yoga. What's the point in twisting, turning, and all that circus? Had that been the yoga, then circus artists would have been number one yogis. So yoga, yes, it is about asana, but why? So that you can go through the experience of life very smoothly. Asana sadhana is a part of. I'm seeing that people cannot stand properly, cannot sit properly, yet they are struggling to balance on one leg or sit in whatnot twisted poses. Raj Yoga goes beyond this. When you're sitting, standing becomes asana. In your life, whenever you're standing, if you're standing in balance, whenever you're sitting in a good posture that does not harm you, then your every action becomes yoga. Even your breathing, every breath becomes pranayama. Because if I ask you to do pranayama, many will argue, hey, we are so busy, don't have time. People even say like this, no, and we have no time to breathe. That is fact. They are so busy in the brain that this autonomous function, that breathing is automatic. No, thank God. Otherwise, literally, they would forget. Then save it for later. So when you incorporate a way of life, that is yoga. That is what yoga is supposed to do. Expecting health from yoga is like, well, the good example would be like being satisfied by eating only salt in a 8-course meal. I know 4 course, 7 course. Don't judge my knowledge. 8 course because yoga has 8 step path. And I say salt, not papadums, not your achar, not your sabji, and you will reach the deserts. Salt because it's the most important aspect of everything. Same like fitness. Every aspect of life depends on your fitness. You can't be happy until you are healthy. Your confidence comes from your fitness. And so does your depression. Inversely proportionate. Your depression comes from your weakness. And that's why yoga addresses this the first. In the entire Yoga Sutra, I heard some sutras in my previous session. Just once have they mentioned that asana will keep you healthy. And that too, it is said in the second verse, not the first. And it's never repeated. Do you know why? Ever wonder why? Why? In second verse. And then it never says anything about fitness again. And it never says that, okay, this pranayam for this illness or this asana for this sickness. It's saying holistically, it will give you well-being. It will give you health. Just once. It's because your fitness doesn't start with exercise. It starts with your determination. It starts with your lifestyle change. It should start with the way of your life. It starts with the mind. Because only a healthy mind can cultivate healthy body. It does not matter you how many marathons you run. Only a healthy mind can cultivate a healthy body. Yoga understands this and it works straight from there. It starts from the mind. But what do you do with a healthy mind or a healthy body? Exercise more. That is how it is happening. No? People who are exercising more and more. It's like a vivacious cycle that you eat so that you gather energy to gather more food and then to eat more. I'm giving simple food examples because we started with salt. But this applies to everything in life. Your karma is getting you more engrossed in more karma. More desires are rising out of fulfilling the desires. Food should satisfy hunger. Your food should satisfy your hunger, no? Not add to it. And like you have hunger for food, you have hunger for happiness. Everything that you are doing for this happiness. Everybody, whatever they are doing, you have come here only for that you seek happiness. No matter if you are
You
in
are not
the
audible, Guruji. Pariksha.
okay, let the host tell me that. No matter what you are doing in life, it's only to satisfy this thirst of Anand. Your efforts towards this is called karma. Karma is not only doing social work, giving away your money, and no, it is about you pursuing your objective of life, that is happiness. And by the same logic of food, karma should satisfy your desires, not add more. And karma should liberate you to break the cycle of this. The technique is yoga. So yoga, yes, fitness is a part of it, but why? It is to break free to achieve this taste of param anand, ultimate happiness. That kriya, that doings towards this liberation is yoga. This science or technique to be in a steady state of constant bliss is yoga. And when your yoga goes beyond exercise, when you're whatever you're doing in life has grace, your existence have pleasantness, that state achieved through yoga is Rajyoga. The reason this is, the moment you say yoga, it sounds difficult something, is because you are doing it and you don't get taste of it. The world will become spiritual only if they get the taste of it, something outcome, instant. That is what they want. No? The world will become spiritual if they get the taste of it. And because they are not getting, there are doubts and there are atheists and believers and non-believers. Same like yoga also. If you get the taste of it, you will never deviate from yoga. Then yoga will become your lifestyle. Your sitting, standing, your breathing will become pranayam. Every action you do will be graceful and it will be an asana. It will be steady state of happiness, undisturbed state of happiness. That is the objective of yoga. And today I will try to serve you the taste of this, the elixir of this happiness. If you have any doubts of anything that I've said but not concluded, those who know me, you know, I don't go by script. So every class, new experience, new topic, new asanas. Okay. If the doubts are clear. So this our yoga, yes, fitness, we enjoy that. But for what? To go smoothly through life. Once in the morning, you push your heart rate so that if at all you have to run behind a bus, your heart will not pump. If you need to take stairs, you will not collapse. incorporate yoga in a way of life. Don't make it only 1 hour of lifestyle. Make it way of life. चलिए शुरू करेंगे बिल्कुल simple. We'll do very simple. We'll learn to stand. And we'll equal weight on both legs. It would be nice if I can see my members. Sarah. Okay. Yes. Equal weight on both legs. You know, your legs, but your toes pointing outward is a symptom that the core is getting weaker. Just if you rectify your standing posture, will work like a therapy. When you come to yoga class, at least my yoga class, it is not about balancing on one leg or balancing on the head. It is about achieving balance in the head. Drop all your thoughts, drop your shoulders. If you're holding your hands together, just separate them, do nothing. Stand such that your toes are pointing forward. Relax the fingers of your feet. Think about your feet. Breathe for your feet. Mark the borders of your feet. Think about where all your feet are pressing against the ground. Soften the knees as if you are getting ready to jump. Your knees should be soft, as if you are getting ready to jump. As if you're on a moving bus. Such standing will activate the core. You'll be standing with backup coming from the core. Remember, your knees are not designed to lift weight. They are not designed to carry weight. They are a facility for your mobility. The strength should come from the core, from the muscles. It's the muscles' job to support your actions, not the joint. So don't lock your knees when you're standing. Soft always, remember this. Make this lifestyle change. Whenever you think of you, of health, just soften the knees. Equal weight, it is not savdan, just comfortably. And drop your shoulders. Relax, let go. This is where you hold your stress. Let go, drop. If you're holding your fist too tight, let go. Fix your gaze. Observe your breathing. This fresh morning air through the nostrils and touching the throat, filling up the lungs. Pull the breath deep inside the core, as low as possible between the legs. And just like that, allow the exhalation to happen. Watch your exhalation. Feel the warmth of your exhalation. With every breath you travel in, and with every exhalation, as if you are distancing from the body, look back. Observe how you're standing. This state of alertness, hyper alertness, this is the asana. This is what an asana should do. Let's activate all the muscles. Legs wide apart. Wide. A little more than shoulder width would be nice. Depending on your capacity, this is not a flexibility training, just wide. Giving firm foundation to your stand. Toes still pointing forward and knees soft always. Feel the touch of the ground, soften your knees, gather your focus between the legs. Breathe in, extend the spine. Extend your arms besides and let them rise from your sides. Take your time, no rush, just observe as somebody else is doing the asana and you are only observing. Observe your hands rise, slow, steady like a balloon becoming light. Feel magnificent, stretch out, bold, wide actions. As your hands go above the shoulders, notice your heart rate change and your hands over the head. Feel the interaction in the right and the left. Tuck your palms together, tie them up with your thumb, pull the elbows in, lift yourself up from the shoulders, go higher with your thoughts. This decompression pose, amazing, and it is more effective when you do it in a lying down posture. So, as a homework, you will try this. The same posture, lying down in the bed, will give more effect. Elbows pulled in, your hands tucked together over your head. Stretch out as if you are connecting the earth and the sky. Every muscle active. Feel that lift happening in the stomach. Feel that exercise strengthening happening in the back. Fix your gaze. Activate the toes, push the toes, activate the calves, push up from the calves, lift up from the shoulders. Notice how your mind and body is connected. Your eyes move, your balance will move. Fix your gaze. Remember the secret of all balancing acts. You might have seen people walking on the rope. That's the trick. The eyes does the balance. बहुत अच्छे. Let's rest your feet and let the unwind happen. Like you're showering bliss, take your time. Like you're cleaning your world, roll your hands from your sides. Take more time to unwind than you took to form the pose. Feel magnificent. Slow, steady actions. बहुत अच्छे. Your legs together, hands drop, and we come back to Samasthiti, which is a steady state of standing. Remember this, after every asana, this is your target. If the asana is successful, you will find yourself less fidgetive. Involuntary actions will be dropped. Your breathing will be more relaxed. That is the successful asana. That would be your standing. Let's take this further. Legs comfortably apart. Let's practice sitting. Hands close to the chest so that the weight of your hands is close to the spine. Relax your feet. All your focus on the root of the spine. Imagine there is a stool behind you. And you have to place your glutes on the center of the stool, not on the edge, on the center of the stool. You have to pull back your glutes as if you're trying to touch your hips to the wall behind you. You have to pull back your glutes as if somebody is pulling you by the belt. We are attempting a sitting pose. In So this is this is like a squat, like a chair pose. Avoid forward bend. How do you sit on the chair? Upright. Sit upright. One caution: don't let the knees surpass your feet. And remember this in all your leg exercises, even in your gym. If you're doing whatever exercises for the legs, if the knee surpasses your feet, you are causing stress than any therapy. There is no strengthening happening. Definitely, you are bothering the joint. The knees will be behind the foot. You have to pull the glutes. When you sit, remember you go back. You don't push the knees forward. Avoid the forward bend. Sit upright. Pull your shoulders back. Gaze fixed. Yes, this is a powerful posture. Utkat asana itself means intense asana. What is happening in the legs is merely exercise. Burning of calories is happening. But yoga is brewing in the root of the spine. You are charging up the spine in the root. Notice that. Upright. Gaze forward. That determination towards your fitness. The mind is getting involved. All your focus is on the body, on yourself. Please try your knees don't travel ahead. You have to pull your hips. Glutes, no? The strongest muscle of the body, the biggest also. So we are working out that, and almost everybody can take this. If you have issues with the knees, do it with support on the back. And even like always, I say the best version is you lie down on the ground and press your feet against the wall, creating this sitting posture. And you press the wall with whatever strength you have. You'll still activate the muscles. Actually, very slowly we'll unwind. Let's come back. Achha, understand this. Mostly yoga is done to make your joints flexible. I see people doing yoga with challenging the joints. It is so wrong. You should challenge the muscles, not the joints. Exercise is for the muscles. For joints, there is warm up. In the name of exercise, please do not bother the joints. The joints have to be safeguarded, they have to be nurtured. It's the muscles that you have to challenge. So, in this asana, minimum activity, but the effect, yes, the muscles, the thighs, the glutes, they are shivering. What I said previously about your toes pointing outward can be rectified by these simple steps. Let's take this further. I think that's enough standing postures because it is just 1 class, 40 minutes I have, so we cannot do everything. I'll just try to give you a taste of assertiveness, assertive actions, the power of assertive actions. Every action, everything that you do has to first consult with the brain. No mindless actions. Stiram Sukham Asanam, that is what they meant when they described asana, that you have to be steady. You have to be that steadiness will give you happiness. Take it physically, exercise wise, or take it philosophically. So these were two important postures that you do in everyday life. There is one more most difficult thing to do: being humble. And this being humble is not with a slouch in the back, being humble in the attitude, learning to surrender, learning to let go. We'll practice that. That's why I call it the most difficult asana. Relax your chest. Drop your shoulders loose. Let your hand loose like a rope. Relax the muscles of your neck. Drop your head. Drop. Let go. There are many ways to bend, but this one is like more inclusive for even people with back issues. Do only as much as your body enjoys, and this enjoyment will grow to the point where your hand touches the ground. Please don't force yourself to do that. I've never asked you to touch the ground. Please don't do that. I'll put somebody on screen for you. Oh, why not Rajeshri? Relax, Rajeshri. Breathe. Don't try to reach the ground. Stop. Come back. You follow the instructions. I'm putting Dr. Rajeshri on screen. See, this is about relaxing the mind. It is not your competition to reach the ground. I told you your mind and body is so connected. If you bend, you cannot stay angry. If you are angry, you cannot bend. If you are irritated, agitated, you are hyper in your head, you just cannot bend. And if you do, you cannot stay angry. Okay. Relax the chest and the hands. Relax the head and the neck. This will not be visible. This will only you will know that it has happened. Your hands will be loose like a rope. Feel the gravity in your feet. Surrender to gravity. Drop yourself like ice melting drop by drop, not like a competition. Let it happen. Observe this bend. Wherever you feel nice, stay there. That's it. Wherever you like it, just stay there. Let your hand be loose like a rope. Let your head be loose. Let your hair hang loose towards the ground. Knees soft, very important. I know many yogis they instruct if you're bending, the knees should be locked. Never, never do it. You have to bend only as much as the body enjoys, and where you like it, stay there. For the first time, you will notice that there is some deep tendon in the shoulder, feeling the stretch, feeling amazing, soothing. Wait and enjoy. No rush. And you will find yourself bent more than otherwise you can. And wherever you have reached, wherever you have reached, now try to lift your glutes as if you have been lifted up by the belt. Head relax. Relax the facial muscles. Please don't compete to touch the ground. I have never said that. Hands loose. If the hands touch the ground by any chance, you can fold them. बहुत अच्छे. It's the asana to surrender. The unwind should take more time than it took to form the pose. Relax the facial muscles. Allow the blood to fill up the eyes. You're getting all the benefits of upside down posture. The head is low. The waist is up. Enjoy this free flow of energy towards the head. Let's take charge of this relaxed body. Let's start activating the head. Do not lift your hands. Slowly push the legs in the ground. Start lifting your head and chest. The hands will follow. Please don't lift the hands. You slowly come up. Take your time, no rush. Once again, wherever you feel nice, stay there. Observe. This inward focus is yoga, and it is step 4. Step 5 precisely. बहुत अच्छे. Now, try to achieve that samasthiti, balanced state of standing. Ultimately, this is your asana that I'm teaching. Everything is just to teach you this standing. Equal weight on both legs, feet pointing forward, knees soft, shoulders drop, chest upright, gaze fixed. Drop your expressions, relax the tongue. Think about what has happened and think about how you're breathing. Think about the frequency of thoughts. Has anything changed? Do you find yourself more steady, less fidgeted? That means your asana sadhana is successful. So let's rest your hands on the ground, rest your knees on the ground. You have to follow exactly like I say. First the hands, then the knees. Again, I'll remind you, knees are not designed to lift weight. They're designed to give you facility. We'll be getting down on the ground on 4 legs, like a cow, equal weight on all 4. Because the glutes are strong, you tend to put all the weight on the legs. Push your glutes a little forward. Let's come on 4 legs, like a table. The most effective posture of yoga. No wonder cow is so highly respected. This is what we should learn. Push your glutes a little forward. Don't put all the weight on the legs. It has to be like equal weight on all 4 legs. And drop your bellies loose like a cow. Your stomach drop loose like a cow. Push the hands in the ground. Lift your chest a little. Your chin a little upward. Your gaze a little upward. Relax the glutes, relax the rectum. You will notice there is a stretch just besides the navel, going straight between the legs in the urinary tract muscle. Relaxing that stretch, relaxing that muscle. That is, this will rectify all your reproductive issues. Everything, all the mechanism regarding this aspect, it will be addressed for girls and for boys. So most important asana. 5 minutes a day and you will see lifestyle change. You'll feel different. So fitness comes from this subtle actions. बहुत good. One step ahead with your hands. I'll put somebody on screen for you. Why so many off-screen people today? Anybody would like to volunteer online? There is Dr. Tilagavati from Trichy. Equal weight on all 4. Okay. One step ahead with your hands. All your focus on the forehead. Now, as if you have to push your glutes and chest together forward, as if to touch the wall in front of you. And imagine a wall in front of you, a point, and then you go travel forward such that the elbows fold 90 degrees. No. I see some people doing bhujangasana. No, we don't do such complicated postures. We do simple pose. There is elbows will be 90 degrees. The posture name is Chaturanga Asana. And this asana is all for those people who think yoga is for oldies. Chaturanga is this insect, cricket we call, who can hover at one point. So let's call it hovering plank. Okay, let's relax. Relax, rest, sit in your comfortable posture, whatever is comfortable to you. क्या हुआ? Again, all my postures, no, I assume that knees are problem and back is problem. So all my postures that I include in the sequence are assuming this.
Guruji, unpin the left.
Have you logged in with two mobiles, Jimmy? Because I cannot do that.
No, you're on screen now.
I am on screen.
Yes.
Back
Okay.
again. Tilak.
So this asana is
No, your Tilak is back.
strengthening posture.
Guruji,
Nahi
come
ji,
back.
you're on. Nahi, G is on screen, ma'am. I'm not on screen.
No, you're on screen.
Hello? Shama, can you see me?
Yeah, now yes.
Okay. Chali. So all those new joiners, could you feel that intense strengthening happening in all the muscles activated in this simple four-leg asana? You don't have to twist, turn, challenge the muscles, not the joint. Your joints, nothing was moving, nothing we went against natural body anatomy. You don't have to. All so much science, so much knowledge we have about fitness now, it should reduce the stress of fitness. It should make fitness easy. And this science, which has evolved for 10,000 years, imagine how easy they can achieve fitness. No wonder why yoga gives fitness results the fastest. They are saying, asking to steady the body, not start jumping, not start running, not twisting, turning. At least if this you're convinced, my class today is successful. Let's pull back the glutes. Let's once again revise the sitting posture. Most of you sit with your weight on the mid hip. Pull back the glutes. Let the thighs and the calves take the weight of your sitting. If you have trouble in sitting, add some elevation under the hips. Knees as far as possible, legs folded but not crossed. Like a child sitting. Spine centered, chest upright, drop your shoulders, lift your chest, fix your gaze. Think about all the postures that you have done today. Think about the effect. Notice that you're feeling light and active. Now, this is the success of your asana sadhana. This is the completion of step one that entitles you to step two in the next dimension of life, that is pranayama. Prano ka ayam. Will be, because it's a one-time class, so we will learn basic breathing so that all day when you breathe like this. Whenever you think of yoga, you breathe like this. All you got to do is bring all your focus between the legs. Activate the Mulband, or let's say activate that urinary tract muscle. Just activate. Don't have to hold tight all the time. Just activate. And shift your focus to breathing. Start to breathe. Filling up the stomach. And when the stomach is full, breathe in more, fill up the chest. When the chest is full, lock your chin just by dropping a little, like you separate water and air, that lock in the chin. Jal andar band. Do not suffocate. Whenever you feel like unlock, exhale. Empty the chest, empty the stomach, and relax the mulba. This is 4 steps breathing. There are 4 steps in your breathing. When you do this, magic happens. Try this before your important meetings, before your important decisions. You'll be more calm and composed. The moment you find yourself agitated, disturbed, just do this kind of breathing. Instantly, this scenario around will also change. It's a beautiful technique before your presentations, your meetings. All you got to do is wherever you are, nobody needs to know that you're practicing pranayama. Anywhere, the moment you're getting bored, just turn inward, lock the world out. Once again, 4 steps. Your core active, core is between the legs, some activity. Then start to breathe in. When you breathe in like this, the breath will be pulled in the stomach. When the breath is pulled in the stomach, you are more shanti. Like a child sleeping, no? You'll observe that the stomach is breathing with. Adults, the more hyper, they breathe from the chest. So fill up the stomach and breathe in more, fill up the chest, fill up the lungs. Your rib cage will expand, your shoulders will rise a little. And when you're full to the max, lock your chin like you're closing the pot of treasure. This state is called Kumbhaka. Your Mulband is locked, your chin is locked. And there is abundance. Raj Yoga, no, it is about abundance only. There is abundance. Give your body time to enjoy this fullness. Do not suffocate. Pranayam is never about suffocation. Unlock the chin. Even before the thought arises, the breath has to be set free. Empty the chest, empty the stomach, relax the mulva. Just 1 or 2 of such breathings can change the mind. It can change the state of mind. It's called Dirgha Shwasan or deep breathing. Whenever in stress, just try this. Whenever you think of yoga, I should be doing something, just try this. One more attempt. Relax the feet, pull back the glutes, knees apart.
Gee, while breathing in, the mole bun gets relaxed. Is that okay?
Yes, that's why I said don't hold on to it. Just your focus there, and then change your focus to breathing.
Okay, Gee.
So the Mulban, you first activate. Don't hold it tight all the time. Not required. Just by activating it, the breath knows where to reach, so it starts reaching, filling up the stomach, and then filling up the chest. That is step 3. Locking the chin. Step 4. Unwinding also in step 4. Unlock the chin. Empty the chest. Empty the stomach. Relax the mulba. Think about what has happened Notice that the flickering of eyes have reduced. To the asana sadhana, we steadied the body. Now even eyes, your mind and eyes so connected. If mind is active, even in your sleep, then the eyes will move. Notice that the flickering of eyes have reduced. The eyeballs are steady. This is reflection of a calm mind. Notice that the thoughts have reduced. You're feeling light, active, and this brain feels like an empty room, bright light. This is the taste of yoga. This is how yoga sadhana should feel. Your yoga has just begun from here. This is the state that you should remember, and you should go through your life with this state of mind, this state of your brain. So the yoga has just begun. Where all yogas end, Raj Yoga begins. When you implement this approach to life, everything is going to be smooth. That is what we call Raj Yoga. आज के लिए इतना है.
Pranams Guruji. Like always, we are overwhelmed by the sessions that we do each time. Each time is a new experience, and in a steady, slow state that we come to this achievement of samastiti and pleasantness of mind and body and breathing. And thank you for introducing a very different concept of yoga, which we all know that even in this hill station, I'm sweating after doing the chaturanga. So that is the beauty of doing the slow, easy version of yoga sessions. We are so very grateful for changing our lives each and every day and enjoying this bliss of life, as you always say, and you believe that living the life nicely. And definitely, it's a message today to the larger audience other than the Rajyogis. And we are very grateful that you took time out and gave us the glimpse of Rajyog to the newcomers. And I'm sure that they would also appreciate the other version of yoga that we all know, that this is the yoga of mind, body, and soul, and helps us in our journey of fulfilling a happy life. Thank you so much. And we are indeed indebted to Varsha Vaste ma'am for, we call her Guruma, that she's been the key player to see that we all log in. And it was on one such occasions when during COVID that I was traveling somewhere and I got introduced to Rajyog through the Foxy WhatsApp groups. And ever since, I think those of us who practice this Rajyog every day, it's a kind of addiction that every morning we are in a eagerness and surprised to see what today, because none of the sessions are repeated and each experience is so blissful and divine. Thank you so much. And I thank Gulburga Obstetrics and Gynec Society, Dr. Annapurna, Dr. Meeta, and Dr. Aparna, Zara, everybody for creating such a wonderful ambience and working very hard to see that the hybrid event of our first Rajyog session and also for Gulbarga OBG, the hybrid session of yoga went on very, very successfully. I assume, I'm sure that everybody has enjoyed this. Thank you so much once again. And I thank all my Rajyogi friends, seniors, colleagues for logging in and making this very, very lovely experience. Thank you.
Are we taking any questions?
Yes, sir. Aparna, you have to unmute. I think there was one question put in by Dr. Sanjana in the group yesterday, that what does it mean by spirituality and how does it help in our life journey? G, you're muted.
I thought Nita is saying something. Okay. Spirituality, well, this is a convenient word, a synonym for Adhyatma. Adhyatma means many will think that, oh, it is about following the path of God, worshipping different religions, different ways. Adhyatma simply means first me. And by this first me, it means that what have you got this life for? You know, this unlimited supply of breath, this unlimited supply of food. Enjoy, eat as much as you want for 100 years, breathe as much as you want for 100 years. But for what? Why are you given all this facility? Is so that you achieve the best of your possibility. So when your goal is set on this objective of life, that is what I call spirituality. It is not about believing that God is behind everything and He's doing everything, so you do nothing. It is your responsibility to experience the best of this life. That is why when your goal is the highest taste of Anand, undisturbed Anand, you know, your state of Anand is uh, it is temporary. You eat something, you feel nice. You watch a movie, you feel nice, but then it again fades. You watch the same movie second time, it fades. So there is something that will give you constant happiness. And human brains, they cannot, they would want to know more and more and more. So this capacity to absorb infinite can only be replaced by this state of unseen, limitless, constant state of happiness. So our quest for knowledge should be filled with wisdom, can only be filled with wisdom. To practice that sequence, that way of life is spirituality to me. That is Adhyatma. Me first. My objective of life, achieving the highest state of Anand, undisturbed happiness, is first. And this happiness will radiate to the world. So don't think that this is very selfish. When you are happy, you can take better care of your loved ones. You can love better. As a mother, as a wife, you would be a better person. As a citizen, you are a better person. So now you are radiating this happiness. Believe it or not, all the human race is hungry for this taste. And no matter this all stress, no, it is because they are not serving what they are craving. You had deficiency of iron, you are eating magnesium. And talk your language. Your body will not settle until it gets what it wants. So it will reflect in the way of craving. So what is happening in life also is this. It is designed for a state of happiness and constant happiness, and you're serving with instant happiness. When your target is on that constant, that is Adhyatma, that is spirituality. I hope this serves. Over to you.
Unmute yourself, Aparna.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah.
You started the class in the last COVID and it is continuing till this COVID also. So it is so nice that everybody's brain is fresh with you.
Tarlika ma'am, thank you so much for joining in and logging in. May I introduce the audience that Tarlika madam is 80-year-old and she's the most senior member of our Rajyog.
I'm 92. I'm 92 years.
92, I'm sorry. She looks 82.
Wonderful, ma'am.
With all your good wishes and blessings from Guruji.
Yes.
I like all of you and most important Guruji.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming. Yeah.
अच्छा लगता है.
Very nice program, Rajashri. Wonderful.
Thank you so much, Shobha, for logging
Yeah.
in. Thank you.
Spiritually awakening
Yes,
physically rejuvenating. What else can I say?
yes, yes. Slow and regenerating. You know, that's the
Yes,
beauty
yes.
of it. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Rashmi ma'am, for introducing us to Rajyog Guruji, Avinash Vankarji. This was a beautiful Sunday morning at Zest Club Gulburga, ma'am. We felt like we are also in a mini retreat today. We really felt very rejuvenating. Thank you so much. Learning and attaining yoga is a long curve, and one can always stay at any point in time of one's life, and irrespective of past, present, or future. As they say, all good things will end, but always come back. We would like to hear more from you, Guruji. Dhanyavad. And thank you so much for preaching us the most valuable insights in spirituality. I would like to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks to each and every one of you for making this yoga webinar a resounding success. Your participation, engagement, and enthusiasm have made this event truly special. Thank you so much. Have a good day.